What's up, everybody? This next episode, we're in Japan. James is here, and we get to hang out with Rampage Jackson again. So it was fun. We talked about all kinds of stuff, had dinner. So don't miss this. Check it out.
1978とある田舎町で生まれて移り住んだ新宿で育ちこの町で起きたこれまでの俺たちのここまでの生い立ちはほんのまた序の口試されたいちいち正してきた過ち騙し合いやからしないはスニッチの始まり放課後の登山所児童館にホームアローンそんな時間はほったらかして向かったとある場所
So how am I doing? Should I open this like a podcast where we like shabu shabu or?
Yeah, you want to do it? Open it up.
We just hanging out. Old friends haven't seen each other.
Yeah.
We talking.
Now you're friends with Rampage. Pretty cool.
And you can interview me again like you did.
Oh, now you remember, right? He's coming back to you.
No, he said you're interviewing him when we were gone.
I do remember you from the party.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. But all white folks look alike to me, so.
So that's how we're going to open this podcast. All white folks look alike.
Well, it's true. All black folks look alike. All Asian folks look alike.
Yep.
All white folks look alike. It's actually true.
But yeah, as you can see, we're dining.
That's ready.
I'm having my first shabu shabu.
And Floyd's having shabu shabu too.
Yeah. It's like the worst place for it.
So does you put it inside one of those bowls?
Yeah, so you put it in one of the sauces and then eat it.
I want to eat that. Yeah, I want to see you.
I want to see you eat that.
You want to watch me eat meat?
Yeah, put that meat in your mouth.
All of it in one go?
Yeah, you can. Go for it.
That's a lot of meat.
Burn your mouth.
Burn my mouth?
Yeah. That's a lot of meat.
So much meat. How'd you cut it off?
No, you can eat it. Oh, eat it all. Be manly. Was that pretty good?
I do the Japanese.
Oshii.
Yes. Oishii.
Oshii. Continue Oshii.
What's that? Oishii. Oishii Jinko.
Oshii is a joke. I'm trying to say it tastes good, but I'm saying ass.
Oshiri.
Oshiri. It sounds Oshi and Oshiri. It sounds the same to me.
Oshiri is ass. Oishi is
good. Delicious. Delicious, right?
So while you went back to the car because I forgot the camera, we were talking about Japanese language and how Rampage initially learned Japanese from like the girls in the school group.
My first girlfriend.
Same here.
Oh, really?
Yep. I was the same thing. So your Japanese is a bit cute.
Yeah.
Because she has more of the women's. There's a way how they talk, you know.
See, when you say that, I'm imagining like kawaii.
No, I think it's the words we use.
So it's like okay.
So I learned it from my first girlfriend. They do the same thing. So even till today, they say my Japanese is cute.
Really?
I don't know exactly where.
And I notice sometimes when I say the first way I learn how to say I'm hungry is pickle this. Yeah, and it works, right? But people laugh when I say it.
It's cute.
Because it's cute. Because I think it's kids.
The kids use that pickle.
Right. Okay.
You'd say usually onakasuita.
Right.
Yeah.
But pickle is another way, but the kids use that. That's cool.
Yeah.
And someone like him, pickle.
Yeah. Sometimes I say it and the girls just bust out. I'm like, oh, not gonna pickle. That's fine.
That's a good front line, man.
Huh?
That's a good front line.
Is it?
Hell yeah. The girls will love that.
Oh, thank you.
Kawaii.
You'll be trying that later.
Actually, the first thing I ever learned in Japanese besides arigato was kokujin suki desu ka?
Perfect.
Oh, I like.
Do you like black guys?
Ah, okay. That's important, right?
That's important. That was important for me.
You need to know.
Hakujin suki desu ka? That'll be your level.
Yeah, hakujin suki desu ka?
White person.
Ooh. Yeah, they call me Casper. So.
They call you? What they call you?
Sometimes. Twilight.
Oh, dang. Yeah, you guys don't believe in
look like
tanning.
Casper.
People believe in tanning, but it just doesn't really happen with the amount of sun.
You do look like Casper, though.
You can start using that one.
Casper.
Shout out to my boy Rad.
He named you Casper?
Oh yeah, right across they're always like coming up with different things.
But there's a lot of tenant bed companies out there, right? In the UK?
Yeah, loads. Yeah.
I think this would be a good business.
You think I should try one?
No, I don't care.
You don't care?
No. Nope.
Pork right here.
So here's a topic I was curious to get your opinion on. Because it was kind of like a big hot topic a couple of weeks ago, right?
What?
The whole Paddy Pimlet, Ariel Helwani thing. And I was curious, because you've had kind of like an on-off relationship with Ariel, right? Did you hear what, do you want me to like recap it?
I heard that they had some beef, that's all I heard.
So basically, Paddy, we talked about this on the podcast before, right?
Yeah.
So Paddy's manager kind of asked money for an interview, and then Ariel basically kind of didn't. He sort of said on a podcast that, oh, someone has asked for money for an interview. He didn't say it was Paddy, but then people kind of worked out that's who it was.
How they work that out?
Because his manager the same day was complaining about how like fighters should get paid for interviews.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then so basically, he was super pissed about it. He goes on this podcast with Dana White. So Paddy and Dana White are just like ripping Ariel, saying like,
they're going off
real hard, like saying like, oh, he's a sleaze bag, like really bad stuff actually, to be fair. And then so Ariel comes back with all the receipts, right?
Yeah.
And like showing text messages and all this sort of stuff, basically. And he kind of, I don't know, when we talked about it, I felt like he didn't really do much wrong.
Oh,
Ariel?
Ariel, yeah. But I was kind of curious, like, what your take on it. Is like,
all right. I'm gonna say this is my take on it. I've never gotten paid for an interview, but recently, Brendan Shaw paid me to do a podcast, and I didn't ask for the money.
Yeah.
He offered it. I'm like, okay. It was a pretty big number for a podcast.
Yeah.
But
shit, I hope he's not expecting.
come on. But I've never heard of MMA fighters getting paid for interviews, and so it's something that's like you know what I'm saying, like he's up and coming, but I know he's popular and stuff. But at that stage in your career, you should do all the interviews you can do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
More exposure.
And more exposure for you. Like me, I don't want to do interviews. The only time I want to do interviews is if I'm promoting something.
Right.
No, I've never asked to get paid, but what I didn't like was when back, you remember when we was on magazine covers and stuff like that?
Yeah.
I think we should have got paid for that because skateboarders got paid for stuff like that,
Yeah.
and they got paid for the stuff they weren't sponsors, and that's the only thing. But interviews, I honestly think that's, I don't know Paddy. I'm not talking shit about Paddy. It's probably Paddy's manager, but I kind of think that's like this is where I'm looking for a manager to ask for money for. That's kind of like what's the word I'm looking for? That's kind of like. This is giving off like broke vibes.
Oh yeah.
Like the manager like greedy or something maybe.
Yeah.
Like why you?
Because the manager probably gets a percentage.
Yeah. So the manager sounds like the manager's broke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're giving off the manager's broke vibes. I don't know this manager. You know, I don't give a fuck if you see this. Come kick my ass when I go out. You know what I'm saying? But you don't ask. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody has a platform as big as Ariel to pay you and then get mad when he said no, because that's not something that he normally does.
Because that's exactly what you're saying. You said like, I've had, the Conor McGregor's,
That's what Ariel was saying, yeah.
Yeah, he was saying like, they've never ever asked for payment.
Right.
And then he wasn't even gonna say that Paddy did it, and then it's just that people worked it out. And that's
I think what Ariel was really mad about was that they lied about the fact that they said that Ariel wanted him to cancel a paid interview for a free one that he's obviously going to pay for, but it wasn't like that because I think Paddy is the one who called Ariel and said let's meet up. I'll be in, and he was even giving him dates. Oh, here, this date, let's meet up. And Ariel was pretty much just. I think Paddy then throw it to his manager and said, contact him because he knows my schedule. When Ariel called the manager said, oh, wow, he has paid ones that he can't cancel. And so Ariel was kind of like, okay, done. Yeah. But then they made it like Ariel was demanding them to give away the paid one for my free one,
And it wasn't like that.
No, it didn't seem like it was like that. I don't know exactly, but it didn't seem like it was. The receipts Ariel put out,
it showed that no, it wasn't like that. He even got a recording of Paddy calling him saying, "Hey, Ariel, let's hang out."
Yeah, I'm gonna be in New York.
Go ahead. This is my first time hearing the whole story. I didn't know anything about.
Oh, you didn't hear about it?
No, I heard about it, but I didn't know it was anything about pay.
Yeah.
You knew they had a beef.
I heard a beef, but I didn't know it was about pay. So that's like that's an L. That's an L for Paddy.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah, it is.
It kind of that's.
He was like the real popular kid to the real unpopular kid now.
Yeah.
Well, you got the chopstick going, huh?
Yeah, I got the chopstick going.
You gonna dip it in one of the sauces?
Yeah, I do normally do that, but I was too caught up in trying to impress you. Man,
You did the same thing. You went straight here instead, yeah?
You forget I was married to a Japanese. I got 2 Japanese kids.
So, you were talking about, the idea of fighting again in Japan.
Yeah.
What about? Are you talking about the idea of boxing in Japan as well?
Right.
There's a guy who's been saying that he wants to fight again in Japan one more time.
Oh, thank you so much.
Anderson Silva.
Oh, Anderson Silva.
Bit of a weight difference, but would that fight entertain you?
Bro, I have to lose 100 pounds to fight him.
Well, maybe he weighs Anderson Silva, right? The guy's, he likes challenges.
I would never be interested in fighting Anderson Silva because for me fighting is like so personal.
Right.
And like my last fight, I'm so disappointed in everything in myself. Even though I had health issues, I should have pulled out of the fight. But
the one you fought in Japan.
The Fedor. Yeah, I had really bad health issues with my hormones and all that type of stuff, and I should have pulled out of the fight, but I didn't, right? Because I didn't know it was that bad. I didn't even know it was that bad. I stopped taking the thyroid medicine because it was fucking me up, right? But I had no idea I was going to blow up. I was big, but I wasn't that big. When I got to Japan,
were you blown?
Yeah, real bad. When I got to Japan, I wasn't that big. When I landed here, I wasn't that big.
Oh, really?
No, my coach told me to carb up, and I started eating carbs because I wasn't really eating carbs, and I just blew up. I didn't even know. I couldn't even move. So I don't want to go out like that, but I was fighting Fedor, and like he's like one of my favorite fighters, and stuff like that. So, thank you. So I'd rather not fight somebody that I like and that I know my friend. Like, man, we did movies together and stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because now I do fight like that, and the fans attack you, and you do something like from here on out, the next fights I do, however many fights I have, I'm gonna try to destroy whoever.
Yeah, you want to go all out.
I want to go all out.
I mean, that makes sense. Like, it must suck like fighting friends, right?
Yeah, it sucks.
I could never.
No, it sucks. The first time I did it was Kevin Randleman. And I didn't want to do it, but I knew they probably was going to put us against each other.
Wow. Yeah, I could never. If I knew it was a potential fight, I would never get friends with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you like you were thinking that maybe one day you might fight Vanderlei, right? So you like avoided Vanderlei.
I didn't never get friends with Vanderlei. I wanted to fight Vanderlei.
I would love to watch that.
That would have made you fight. I saw you like tag Vanderlei.
Yeah, this is my first time ever tagging him. I'm gonna tell you why I tagged him, because I can't spell his fucking name.
Okay. No. Like, what's your relationship with him?
I'm gonna tell you this. I never hated Vanderlei ever in my whole career. I never hated him. Before I was even a fighter, before I even fought like amateur, I went to UFC 20 and I saw Vanderlei fight, and I was a fan of his. That's when Kevin Randleman fought Boss Rudy.
Oh yeah.
The guy who got me started in MMA, he fought on that card. That's why I was there. And I thought Vanderlei, I was like, wow, this guy, the way he needed the guy, he turned around like, oh wow, this guy legit. So
exciting.
Yeah, so I was a fan of his, but Vanderlei never liked me because a lot of fighters were scared of him. Yeah. And you see Vanderlei in the elevator in the hotel, and at one time I was with a couple of people. We pushed the button, the elevator opened up, Vanderlei in the elevator. Everybody else, I guess they got scared. I walked in the elevator, I turned around, and I'm by myself. Nobody else wanted to get in there. And that's the first time. And he started saying some stuff in Portuguese. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I just went to where I was going. I'm not afraid of anybody, you know what I'm saying? And if you don't got no knife, no gun or something like that, I'm like, fuck it, you know? So, thank you. And so from there, I think that's when it started. And then I started winning fights and stuff like that. And then I had a fight in that tournament where I fought Chuck Liddell.
Yeah.
And then I fought him. And that's where our rivalry started because this is something.
Before that though, right? Because there was the shove, like right before that tournament. Because I always remember Rampage Vandalay is like one of the best built-up fights because it went on for ages.
Yeah, like a fight before, yeah.
He did come. I forgot about that. He did come in the ring.
Came in the ring.
Because he didn't like me. That's right.
It felt like a long time because he was supposed to fight. I think one of you got injured or something, and then he ended up being in the tournament.
No, I don't think we were supposed to fight before that. But I can't remember why he shoved me.
I think they said it was going to happen and then it didn't happen or something. I remember them announcing it.
I don't remember why he shoved me, but I forgot what I was going to say. But
so what's the feelings on it now? Right, you guys fought so many times.
The last time I fought him, afterwards, after the fight, he kind of joked around and shoved me. That's the last interaction I had with him. But it was something I said like the thing that I didn't like about Vandalay is that I felt like pride protecting him because it's something that I haven't said too many. I don't know if I said in an interview. I told a couple of my friends, but when Chuck Liddell came over to fight in the tournament, Saki Kibara's son, I think that was him or the other president, the president that died. Yeah. Excuse me, I can't remember. I had a bet with Dana White, $250.
Yeah, that was a big bet, right?
Okay. And so they came to me like Yukino and Hideki, you remember them? Can't stand them. They came to me and they told me like, look, there's a lot of money on this fight. We want the world to know that pride fighters are the best. So you have to destroy Chuck Liddell. I was like, look, I'm planning on winning this fight, but I have my own game plan. I got to fight. I got the hardest part in the tournament. I got to fight the two best guys in the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Vandalay got to fight some judo guy.
Oh, he fought Yoshida, right? And
No,
I was like,
it wasn't for Yoshida. It was some other guy.
no, Yoshida.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was like Yoshida's first.
Yeah. And so,
Like, I haven't had many fights.
and so I was like, I was stupid to tell him my game plan. Like, look, my game plan was you know, take Chuck out, but still have enough energy to deal with Vandalay. I know Vandalay's gonna win the fight. They said, no, you need to destroy Chuck and let them know that Pride got the best fighters. So I was like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm gonna take Chuck. I'm gonna fuck Chuck up. But now my strategy with Vandalay is gonna change. It's like, oh, what's your strategy? My dumb ass told him my strategy. I'm gonna take him down, ground and pound him, and beat him up on the ground. And if you go back and watch that fight, they knew I was going to do it. They stood me up.
So you think Sakakibara may have said something to Vandalay?
I don't know what Sakakibara. I don't know.
Maybe one of his people.
They knew. I don't know if they didn't have to say nothing to him. They knew my game plan. They knew I was going to ground and pound him. Go back and watch that fight. When they stood me up, there was no action for 4 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm grounding and pounding, setting them up. And I was winning. I was going to beat them up, ground and pound. They stood me up, and I was tired. And he threw a head kick, and my dumb ass ducked the head kick and stayed down too long, and he beat me like 15 times. Yeah. So
the next question is,
but that was my problem.
Cut from the Chuck Liddell fight.
Oh yeah, it is, right?
What?
Did you get a cut?
Did you get a cut for 250 grand? Did you get any of Dana's money?
No.
Oh, you should. Like, fucking hey.
Yeah, they right.
You should have, man.
Yeah, I should have.
Yeah.
You better bring that up to him next time you see him.
Yeah, I should. Yeah. And so that was my problem with Vandalay. After that, I knew like they was protecting him, and I don't like that. Like you're supposed to be a real good champion. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't like that. Somebody do that for me. Like, I wouldn't like anybody cheat for me or help me out. Because I wanna. If I win a fight, I wanna to be known that I'm the best in there. You know?
Would you box Mike Tyson?
Yeah, I would box Mike Tyson.
That would be a good one, yeah.
That'd be fun.
That would be interesting.
I think the build-up for that would be great.
Yeah.
I would watch
I'd like to see that. That'd be cool. In fact, actually, all the Tyson fights, like that, who Tyson could fight now, you'd be up there, man. Like considering.
I would think so.
Yeah.
I love the box Mike Tyson.
That's kind of spicy.
That's you put it in this. You don't eat it straight, unless you want to.
That's something new every day.
So you do is put it in there. I don't
Is
care
that
about it.
ginger?
No, it's like
It's like I think it's like a shredded daikon. I don't know, but they usually put it in there and mix it in with the onions like
It's
that.
like a shredded radish.
Radish. You eat it straight.
I was eating it like.
I forgot how good shabu shabu was.
Yeah, shabu
I had like once or twice.
I love shabu shabu, especially it boils out a lot of fat.
Yeah,
Oil.
it's really healthy food, huh?
But much more healthy than yakiniku. I love yakiniku too.
So I was curious, you ever have any like run-ins with Yakuza over here?
Not since after my Ricardo Arona fight.
Oh, you had to run in with them then?
Yeah, one of the bosses back then, the biggest Japanese guy I've seen in my life. He looked like he was like 6'4", all muscle ripped. And he wanted to start like a clothing line. And I went to go meet him at one of those one of those.
The dude clubs.
Yeah.
The whole day, like to go to those.
Yeah. I think he owned it. And it was a super VIP room. Because it was like behind a hidden wall behind the bar. And you go behind there, it's a whole totally different place. And if I could explain it, it's kind of like that part of the bar looked more expensive than the outside of the bar. The hidden part looked like it was more expensive to
Was
build.
it a downstairs place? Did you go downstairs to go into the club and the back room is in the back? Behind the bar?
And that was 20 years, almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I was 20. I was 26, and I'm 44 now.
Oh wow.
That was a long time ago. That was cool. He when I went back there. Okay, so I don't want to offend any Japanese or nobody. I love everybody. I love Japanese. It's my favorite people, but. From what I noticed back in those days, I kind of like Japanese people, kind of like robots. And when I went there to that super VIP, those guys were smoking weed and watching Jackass, and they was talking. They all spoke English, most of them spoke English. And the first thing they asked me was like, "How old are you?" And I was like, "I'm 26." And they was like, I shut the fuck up, you ain't 26. They talk like that. They said, nigga, you look at least 30. And I was like, what?
Okay.
And they was like, let me see your ID. My dumb ass showing my ID. So I was like, these guys are nothing like the rest of the Japanese I ever met in my life.
Right.
And we was joking around, laughing and stuff. I started smoking weed with them and everything. And then later on, the big boss came out, and he was the only one that didn't speak English. I kind of figured that he did, but maybe he didn't want to. And we had a meeting, and I didn't do business with him because two reasons. I had my ex-wife with me. She was my girlfriend at the time. She was really scared. As soon as we went to meet, she was scared. She was scared. As soon as we went into the super VIP, she was like, we shouldn't be here. And she's like one of those typical Japanese that don't break rules. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? Everything by the book, everything. And so she was like, we shouldn't be here. We shouldn't be here. This is not good. And then she never seen me smoke weed and stuff before, and she was tripping. And then he told me,
oh shit,
yeah.
You would freak on the weed too,
yeah. And he told me that my oldest brother was in Japan. I'm like, how do you know that my oldest brother was in Japan? So that kind of like tricked me out. So I was like, but he wanted to give me $1 million to start a clothing line. And $1 million was a lot of money to me back then. Pride was fucking me over. I wasn't making them with 30 grand from my life.
Yeah, I know. That was fucking guys.
Yeah, they was fucking me over. Everybody else was making big money. I'm making fucking 30 grand.
I think Igor was only making 30 grand too.
Who?
Igor.
Yeah.
All for real? Yeah, I heard rumors that Fedor like wasn't making that much. They was I seen him come back to the hotel one day. He had like a dolly full of electronics, and somebody said, "Oh, that's probably all the money he got paid for that fight."
Really?
That's what somebody said, but they said he was because Russia was like it was a lot of money for Russia. Was Russia? It's not like that no more, huh?
I don't know, but I know I heard that dude that Russia 30 grand is huge at the time.
I forgot. I had this one friend. I'm not going to say his name because I don't know. But I know he had like a missing pinky. Oh. And he was a really good friend. He was like a big fan. He was the nicest guy ever. And we used to always hang out with him. I can tell he had a lot of money. He always had like a lot of money. And whenever we hang out, he had a bunch of people around. He must have been like a boss though. He must have a lot of people under him. And when he found out that I had my first son, he brought me this golden looking like samurai helmet, like it was like a little small one, like a samurai thing. And when I brought it home to my wife, we were like, "Who in the fuck gave you this?" I was like, "Oh, one of my friends." She said, "This thing gotta be worth at least $30,000."
Wow, this has been real gold, huh?
It looks like it's real gold. And I said, "What is it?" She said, "Oh, when you have a boy, this has to be in the house with him."
Okay, I was like a doll, yeah.
I was like, "Well, how come you didn't already buy one then?"
They're expensive, those dolls. Really?
Yeah, and then my daughter, when I had my daughter, same. It looked like some tennis rackets with cloth around them or something. You get $2.
That's like was it during the New Year?
I can't remember when. Yeah, because my daughter's birthday.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's one of those things where I don't good.
Yeah. My daughter's birthday is the 29th of December. Oh, arigato.
Sorry, put in some of the tofu. Pass me that. Your sauce good.
Thank you. So I was friends with him for years, but then he didn't speak English. He didn't really speak English, so we kind of lost touch. But I met him because after in Orange County, it was just one Japanese guy, and he recognized me. And he's the one who set up that meeting with the big boss. The whole time when I had that meeting with that Yakuza, he just said, "Oh, my boss wanted to meet you. My boss wanted to meet you." So I didn't know. Okay. But he lived in America. He lived out there with me. That's why I met him. And he was out here in Japan. And like we stayed in touch. We were friends. So all he told me, my boss wanted to meet you. And that's why I met the other guy, the pinky miss, that was my friend.
Right.
Through him. I think that was one of his relatives, his cousin or something.
For future reference, if you ever get into problems with any underworld here, give me a call right away. Yeah. A lot of people.
Not really?
Yeah.
Is it a big problem here still?
Not really. But if you ever do.
I heard they ran them all out of Japan though.
No, they're still here. They made all kinds of laws against them. They can't have bank accounts, they can't do this and that.
So how do they survive without bank accounts?
They have a hard time. So only the hardcore ones are still considered as active Yakuza.
Oh, thank you.
Most of them have fizzled out. So. And it's real hard because of those laws. They can't really strong arm people because all they gotta do is call the cops and they can arrest them. And they have a law now that if the lower guy does something, they can arrest the boss, even if he has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy.
So they're like super strict on the younger guys now.
Yeah.
I think this one I lost contact with my friend the first time they started running him out.
He probably hit hard times.
Yeah, I think
all the Yakuza guys hit hard times.
I think he left the country or something.
Oh, he left the country.
I think he did something like went to Guam or did something.
Possibly got away.
I think
the Yakuzas won't be allowed in Hawaii or Guam, but Saipan they used to be able to get.
Oh, okay. Is that why they had that rule that you couldn't go to the swimming pool? You got tattoos
because Yakuza. Because I even can't go to.
Yeah, I didn't understand that at first. I thought it was for gaijin at first.
No, you know what it is? It's Like almost like me telling you don't do business with Yakuza.
Yeah.
It's almost the same thing. Like if you see a Yakuza guy at a pool, some people won't want to go to the pool. They'll stay away from him. It makes the regular person uncomfortable.
But that guy I'm talking about, he's in the Toshi Mayan.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
That big pool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to go to that too.
Yeah, you can go there. Can't you?
Before you could, but then after a while they had a law where the rule where you couldn't wear tattoos. Now I think you can't have tattoos. Even if it's, I don't know if it's still around. We used to go there to try to pick up chicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you just wait in the pool and then you go around in the pool. Yeah, and then the girls come by, you're like, hey, oh, hi.
Yeah. You know what? The first time I went there, it fucked me up. People was getting naked right in front of everybody. Girls and guys, they didn't care. It's like it wasn't a locker room. It was like lockers just angled out.
Oh, you could see right in, yeah.
Yeah, you'd be
Yeah.
they'd be right there next to you. Girl be right there next to you, changing the clothes, getting naked. They didn't care. And then
I didn't know that.
yeah, and then when it was my turn, when it was my turn to change into my swimming stuff, the whole place got quiet. And I was the only black guy there. And I saw a girl doing her makeup in a mirror, and then she looking at her. Yeah, she angled the mirror.
Oh, no way.
I said, oh fuck this! I went around somewhere else and I just did the whole towel thing.
I've been to an onsen, but it was just old dudes. Like there's one in my hotel. I went up there and there's like a bunch of naked dudes. And I was like, oh, maybe not tonight.
There are onsens, they call it konyaku.
Really?
Where they mix men and women.
Wow.
But then you're probably gonna be seeing old women. Yeah. Like we have the vision like, oh, girls, like, oh, young girls. Yeah. But then you walk in there, it's all shriveled old.
So you've seen in Japan they've got kind of like some MMA wrestling shops with like merchandise, old magazines, T-shirts, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I went to one of the shops
Where did
today.
you go? Suidobashi?
Suidobashi, yeah.
Ah, okay.
And I said, I'm looking for something Enson and Inoue.
Oh shit.
And the guy goes around and he looks in the back and he's looking.
We don't know who that guy is.
No, he's like, no, he knew. He was like, oh, Enson, of course. And he goes from the back and he goes, hi, I had this T-shirt. And I was like, oh, okay. So he brings out his T-shirt.
What's that? What the fuck is that? I've never seen that.
So,
DC?
You never seen us before?
So he brings out
That
his...
is my silhouette though.
That's just
wait,
What the fuck is that? I'm in a fucking thong, bro. Get my ass. You can see my ass, man. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, you got the
What
thongs
the
on.
fuck is that? I've never seen this.
What's that say on the back though?
Otoko matsuri. Otoko matsuri. Otoko matsuri. Otoko nani? Otoko mori. Nani so? どういう意味?
So basically, the reason is, so he comes back with his T-shirt, and I'm looking at it thinking, that doesn't look like one of your T-shirts. It's not like got the logo or anything. And I said to him, I was like, oh, I do a podcast event. And he was like, oh, and I thought, he's still trying to flog me his T-shirt. So I loaded up YouTube and showed him me and you sat together. And he's like, oh, and then he comes back 2 minutes later and goes, sorry, wrong T-shirt, Alexander Otsuka.
Fuck, that's Alexander Otsuka.
Oh.
And then
I fought that guy.
you did.
My second fight in Japan.
And then I was like, oh, have you got anything Rampage? He goes, no, best I can do is Kevin Randleman.
Kevin Randleman's wife would love this.
Yeah.
She would love this. She probably don't.
Oh shit, you know her well?
On Instagram. I can sit into it.
Yeah, do it, man.
Yeah,
Keep
do
it.
that, man.
Yeah, I was hoping, when he was like, Kevin Randleman was like, oh, it's a bit of a shit joke because he's passed away, but I said, have you got anything Bob Sapp? I don't think I could do the same joke.
So he thought that was instant, he's trying to scam
He
me.
was trying to like sell me an Alexander Otsuka T-shirt as
Yeah,
an Inoue T-shirt.
but it looks like me. Fuck. So I was doing a pilgrimage, and I did it the traditional way where I didn't pay for food or housing. I would sleep outside. But when I was walking it, when you get someone to put you up in the house, it's like you get recuperated so much. So at that day, it was at the end of the day, I was at a convenience store. I was gonna just set up at the side of the convenience store, put my little mat down and sleep. And just fans came up, and they go, "Oh, can we get your autograph?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." And inside, I'm thinking, "Oh, I do need a place to sleep." And they come in there, I give them the autograph, and they take off, and I'm like, oh fuck, my heart sank. I was like, oh damn, we gotta sleep outside today. They come back around like 5 minutes later. He goes, hey, do you have a place to sleep? And I was about to say yeah, and they go, Otsuka-san? And I was like, what? They have to call me Alexander Otsuka.
You don't look nothing like him.
Fucking anyway, I guess the fucking pointed head. So I was
the Japanese fans should know, right?
No, but so I wanted to tell them I'm not Alexander Otsuka. I don't want to pop their bubble, but I didn't want to sleep at someone's house under his name.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh no, I'm okay. I got a place to stay already. I'm like, oh fuck.
You look nothing like him.
Thank you, Rampage.
I'm gonna tell you something about Alexander Otsuka. I follow him. He was cool, stuff like that. But he did something that pissed me off. And I almost followed him outside the ring, but it took everything because I figured if I would have did what I want to do, I would have never been invited back. He was like a nice guy. You know how they pat they pat you on the butt? This guy grabbed my butt, but not my cheek. Grabbed right in my asshole. Have you ever had another man do that to you?
I had a fucking fan try and grab my dick. I got so mad. Yeah, I got so mad. Man. I threw him on the ground. Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, is he still alive?
No, we're taking pictures and he just like kind of patted my dick. I was like,
dude, I would have beat that.
Yeah, I know, shit. I was close,
dude, man. I wanted to beat the fuck out of Alexander Otsuka for that.
So that was during the fight, or was that?
No. What? No, it was either before or after the fight. So he grabbed my.
Maybe after.
I don't know, but I don't know if it wasn't nowhere near the ring in the cage. It was some other time, maybe a press conference or something like that. You know, and I don't know if he went to go grab my butt cheek. And he missed.
Fuck,
and I think I was wearing like sweatpants or something, so he got the whole.
He went right up there.
Yeah, he grabbed me, and I remember. I had to pull my underwear out of my ass. He touched my fucking butt. I was like, this motherfucker.
Did you squeal? Did that Japanese cute girl accent come out when it
fuck
happened?
you.
So what did you do? You just what the
what the fuck? He walked away.
Oh, he did.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. I think Sakuraba a little sus. I think Sakuraba's a little sus.
No way, really?
Yeah. I saw him in America a couple years ago. He acted like he didn't know who I was.
Okay, no, there's no way he didn't know who you were.
He acted like he didn't know who I was. And he acted, he's ready for, I always been a fan of him because he's funny, but he was acting sus as fuck.
Really?
Yes.
Was he drunk?
I don't know, he was alcoholic or what?
No, he Sakuraba, when he drinks, he turns to a different person. He's like the nicest guy, but once he drinks, it's like, boom.
You had a funny one with Chonan, right?
You know who Chonan is?
Remember, he was the guy that did that little flying submission heel hook on Anderson Silva and Pride. He was like one of the few guys that submitted.
Oh, yeah, I gotta see his face. Yeah.
Chonan, they called him the Piranha. But I had a sponsor that was in the gay district in Shinjuku, and so we'd go to his bar, just hang out. But I would always make sure I'm with my girl or something.
Yeah.
And then it was fucked up because we saw him there, and he was with another, him and his two guy friends were there, they're hanging out, and I was looking at, fuck, that doesn't look good, man. I didn't say shit, but he came and said hi to me, I said hi to him, and I'm wondering if he thought the same thing.
Yeah, right, like,
I don't know if I had a girl with him.
He's probably doing his own little podcast now, like, Enson.
Fucking, I saw Enson at the fucking gay bar, man.
When I was doing a movie in Canada, Vancouver, Canada, and I didn't know it, but it was a gay town. I had no idea. I'd never been there like that. And I was there for 6 months.
Seymour Street.
I don't know the name of the street.
Okay,
how you know?
Seymour, yeah.
I'll tell you the story after you tell your story.
Yeah. So when I'd be going out to the nightclubs and stuff like that, and one time I went to the nightclub, when I found it was a gay town, it was like go-go dancers and like someone with dudes and stuff. Like, what the fuck, that's kind of weird. But the girls will come up to you, they know you straight, they will come up to you and hit on you. I'm talking about hot, I'm talking about someone be like dimes.
Because everyone's gay in there, so
they want, yeah.
Now I know what you mean.
It was a big gay town. There's a lot of gay dudes. So the girls, they don't get hit on that much. And you know how some girls have big egos.
Yeah.
And so they don't get hit on. They don't get hit on. It changes them. It changes the dynamic of them. So I like that because I didn't have to really like He don't know how to
But it's
girl.
kind of funny right though, because like I never been to a gay club till last year. When me and my two friends randomly we were out in Birmingham, and there was nothing, and that was the only thing. It was like a big 7-story club. And we were like, should we do it? Should we go in? And we were like, it could be all right. So we went up there, and keep in mind I'm with a Somalian guy who like doesn't drink. Abdi, shout out to Abdi, and then my boy Yemi, who's a bit of a pest. And it's just weird because like you got guys staring at you, and you suddenly kind of see what girls go through, right? Because you're suddenly like, oh, like I feel uncomfortable.
Was the girls in there though?
Yeah.
Because I heard girls go there because they don't want to get hit on by guys, but then at the end of the night when they get sauced up.
Now they're hoping they had guys.
Like I'm ready.
When we used to go to my sponsor place, fuck man, when I brought kid Yamamoto.
Oh yeah.
Brought him there, man. He was popular, man. And those gay guys, they're not shy.
No, God.
They'll come straight up to us,
Really?
man. Yeah, they were like one guy would come up and talk to Nari and say, hey, and Nari would be like, no, I'm straight, man, I'm straight.
That's where you got your big grab from?
No. That would have been another level of anger, man. But then there's another guy came up to me and was like, my friend likes your friend. I'm like, you're straight up, man. Crazy, man.
Wow.
Okay, let's change subject.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get you cancelled.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. What was I getting cast about? Humping the girl? Listen, this
Oh, the reporter.
as
Yeah,
well?
everybody saw that.
Okay.
I was like,
that was so
let
funny.
me just say, that was the second reporter that I humped.
Yeah, you did on
The first one I did in Japan.
Yeah, I saw
She
that
loved
one
it.
too.
So what fans need to know is that woman never complained, has she? She never
No, she
complained
never-
because
it was never-
that was a skit before skits got popular.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Man, that lady, she's so smart. She knows how to get views. She was like, let's make this.
Yeah, it looked like you guys were just joking around. So.
Yeah, we just joking around, and she knew what was up. Like she didn't complain. So I think like this: if the woman would have came forward and complained, then yeah, counsel me. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like. I got a daughter. I got sisters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, counsel me. If I harass somebody, yeah, counsel me. But if the woman don't complain, then I'm gonna say this in front of every motherfucker. Let this go everywhere. Let's get to the thumbnail. If something like that happened and the woman don't complain, then everybody else needs to shut the fuck up. But if the woman complained, then cancel me.
Yeah.
Because how do they know there wasn't a skit? There wasn't a plan. It got a bunch of views. Another thing, people got mad at me because I motorboat that Karen that one.
Yeah.
But it wasn't a real motorboat because I didn't really motorboat, and her husband was a cameraman.
Right.
So this world right now is people just. I read some of the comments on Twitter. Some people call me a douchebag and blah blah blah. Like they said it was funny 10 years ago, but it's not funny now. I'm like yeah, you know what I'm saying? The world's changed.
It was recorded 10 years ago.
Yeah, right. The world has changed, and America right now, we some fucking pussies. They get offended by every motherfucking thing. Like I'm a fucking man.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking man, and I'm not gonna do something with a woman without her permission on camera.
Yeah.
I'm a black man as a white girl. All these things go into factor. That was a fucking skit, and the people are so gullible and so stupid that they fucking.
Well, I was one of them. I thought it was real too. Whoa, fucking Rampage.
I'm an actor.
Yeah, man.
You're a good actor too.
Thank
You're
you, bro.
good.
Thank you,
No,
bro.
you're good.
I'm gonna tell you somebody who's an MMA fighter that's a better actor than me. Cowboy. We did 2 movies together so far.
He's trying to get back into it now. He looks freaking more bigger too.
Cowboy, I did two movies. The last movie I did with him, he had a crying scene. He had a scene with crying.
Hard.
He did it over and over.
Wow.
And he haven't had any training. The first movie I did with him, I had to
training.
I had to kill his girlfriend. I had to blow his girlfriend's head off right in front of him.
Right.
And the reaction I got out of him was like, this motherfucker look like he's been acting for 20 or 30 years.
Wow, that's a talent, man.
It's a natural talent, man. You never would think Cowboys were on it.
No. With you, it kind of because you did all like the skits in Pride and stuff like that. You could see like, but the Cowboys.
No, Rampage, you're good, man. I mean, the A-Team, yeah, he was so good.
Yeah, I still got a long way to go. I couldn't cry. I can't cry on
I
command.
heard dying is the hardest thing.
Yeah, but dying's fun though.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I got shot dead once. No, but they didn't come on me and show me dying.
They didn't come on
I
you?
just got shot and boom, I had to go down. Yeah.
They didn't come on you.
They showed me how to take a no. They had to show me how to take a shot. You have to throw the shoulder back.
Yeah, you was on that Hawaii 5-0.
Hawaii 5-0, yeah.
I love that show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Easy watch.
Yeah. Yeah, as soon as somebody told me this one, I watch every episode.
Alex O'Loughlin got me that. You know the Steve McGarrett?
Which one is that?
The main character.
Oh, which one? The white guy?
Yeah, the white guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's the one. He's like a friend. He used to train with Egan.
Yeah, I saw that. I have a hard time remembering actors' names. I'm weird. Could they play so many different names?
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
How was that Asian girl on the real thin one? She was nice.
I didn't never personally meet her.
She's so beautiful.
They actually left the show there.
She left the show.
They left the show halfway through.
Why?
There was some kind of dispute. Her and the other Korean guy that was one of the two main actors.
Yeah.
They try to play hard. I think they try to play hardball with the money, and they just boom, they just got replacements.
It was a good show. Everything was good.
Easy watch.
Yeah.
That was fun. That was such an experience.
Yeah.
You didn't want to get into more acting after that?
Well, I'm not an actor, so I didn't want to use my MMA name to get acting. But when I was asked, I did Red Belt. They did Red Belt too.
Yeah.
That was an experience, and I love the residuals, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome to get the residual checks coming in. I mean, of course, I had a small part, so my residuals. I had actually 2 cent residual check.
Yeah.
And I have that
from
frame.
this podcast?
I have that frame. No, I have that frame put up in my shop. No, that's like, it depends where it shows and what prime time or whatever, and then you get a little residual. But yeah, I would love to do it. I don't think I'm an actor. I don't think I'm any good, but I would love to do it.
They wouldn't give you roles in Japan, right?
I don't know. My name's actually clearing up, so maybe they would. Yeah.
But there was a point where they wouldn't, right?
They wouldn't touch me. No agency would touch me because of the Yakuza thing. And then I got arrested for weed, so more than so.
You probably only had like 1 joint or something.
No, I had 20 grams.
Oh, I don't know. That's a lot.
I had 10 joints, and I had a 5-gram bag to give to one of my friends.
That's not a whole lot.
No, it's nothing, man. It's like almost, I think 3 guys could smoke it for the night.
Yeah.
What did you have at home?
What's that?
What did you have at home?
300 grams. I was, so I was actually growing and everything there.
I'm gonna tell you this. I started smoking weed as a kid at 8 years old.
Oh, really?
Yeah. By the time I was 11 to 17, I smoked it every day. When I turned 17, that's when I started wrestling, right? So I smoked a lot of weed. By the time I was like 14, 15, I figured out how to smoke weed. I just smoked
You'd have been immune, but you would have to get good shit, right? To feel it, right?
Yeah, I just smoked too much. Your tolerance.
Yeah,
but
tolerance,
the strongest weed I ever had was here in Japan one time.
Really?
This one guy rolled like a blunt the size of this. And normally, I smoke blunts that be like big, fat blunts.
Yeah. Skinny long one.
A skinny long blunt. And I smoked it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Then I told the story to somebody. He said, man, it probably was laced or something. I'm like, no way it was. Because I could have smelled it.
You could taste it, yeah.
I could taste it. You smell it. If it don't smell, if it's laced with anything, you can smell different.
Yeah.
And that was the most potent weed I ever smoked in my life. In Japan, I took like 2 hits. I was like, I can't even fuck with that.
Wow.
So y'all got some strong stuff out here.
Well, my strongest one was in Thailand.
Oh, damn.
But dude, I swear, it looked like grass, like grass, regular grass. Smelled like regular grass. We rode it, and me and my tattoo artist were going out to the strip club, so we just said, okay, let's smoke. And it's so shitty weed, we figure it shakes.
Yeah.
We just slamming it, talking, slamming it. Bro, we go to the strip club, we're like this. So that must have been laced with something.
Yeah.
For sure. I don't know.
They got weed everywhere there now, man.
Oh, yeah, it's legal. I've never been there, man, when it's legal.
Yeah, the last time I was there, I was just there not too long ago, but the first time I went there, as we was leaving, they legalized it. And we was leaving, they legalized it. And then I come back, like, a couple months later, they got the little fucking weed. You know how you have, like, food trucks? They got weed trucks.
So it's not just dispensaries, they sell it on the street.
They can sell it in nightclubs. They can sell it it's legal in California, but you can't sell it in a nightclub.
Oh, you gotta go to dispensaries, right?
Yeah, you can go to the nightclub,
Vegas,
order you a couple bottles, and order you some fucking weed.
That's crazy.
That's fucking genius.
Yeah.
I was honestly thinking about moving there and starting a business selling like gummy, like the candy
edibles, yeah.
Edibles, because that shit is bullshit. I think you make a lot of money, right? But then I was looking, I'm like, it's too human and too many damn lady boys. Just too many. They're just too aggressive. They wasn't so aggressive.
What part of Thailand?
I was in Bangkok.
Oh, okay, you go to Bangkok.
Yeah, I went to Phuket for the first time. I didn't like it.
I've never been.
There's loads of fighters going to Phuket now, right?
Huh?
There's loads of fighters going to Phuket.
Yeah, because AKA there.
Yeah, like
Phuket
few
top
others.
team.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them. There, 3 or 4
Peter
kind of
Young
prominent
was there.
ones.
Yeah, I want to go out there and train with Bob Sapp though. Have you seen him lately?
I've been in touch with him, but I don't know where does he live?
Pattaya, I think.
I know he has a nice place with huge dogs, yeah?
Yeah, he got a big resort, and he's 320.
He's looking good, man.
He's ripped.
Yeah,
Really?
he's looking good.
320 something.
They have good supplements there.
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh, he does all the fight circus stuff, right?
I don't know what he do, but he said he's less than 10% body fat.
No, he's in good shape, man.
Yeah.
Bob's in
At
good
320 some pounds though.
Yeah.
Imagine how big that guy is.
Yeah.
He's huge, man.
Massive.
Yeah, I was talking to him.
Yeah.
He wanted to fight in Japan, but he had something going about fighting Mike Tyson, so he had to wait on it.
Yeah. That guy's smart, man. You ever talk to him like that?
Yeah, he's smart. No, he's smart.
He's smart.
Yeah.
He's like scientist.
He's always about business, though.
Yeah,
He's talking about business.
Yeah. He knows a lot about
Like
business.
selling dogs or selling this, selling that.
He likes business, but if you ever talk to him, you ever talk to him, you would see he's like a scientist.
Really?
Yeah, he's super smart.
Super smart.
Super smart. Yeah.
You wouldn't think something.
No, it's never been portrayed that way, right?
No, because he's funny. He got a good good sense of humor, so he don't have to show that.
Once he kind of like developed that act here in Japan, he kind of became that, right?
Yeah. I bet if he come, he still couldn't walk around.
Oh, guarantee he'll be mobbed.
He was so famous.
Yeah,
I've never seen anybody get that famous that quick here.
Yeah,
Really?
Right here. This is like, I've never seen.
His rise was pretty crazy though, right? Like when he first debuted, it was immediately people like, whoa.
Yeah, the first time he ever fought, we was on the same card in Pride. I don't know if it's
Nagaro. Was that the Nagaro fight?
No. It was for some Japanese guy. I can't remember his name, but he was wary. He was like, we was getting ready to warm up. So he said, you think I can beat this guy? And I was like, I said, man, your blackness alone.
Yeah, I remember it's a small Japanese guy.
It's the fight. If you ever go back and watch highlight, it's the
Which fight was that? Who did he fight?
It's I can't remember his name.
I saw it.
It was like a smaller Japanese.
Yeah, and he knocked him out with his bicep.
Yeah.
He threw an uppercut. He missed,
Yeah.
and then hit his bicep.
No
and knocked
way,
him out.
really?
Yeah. That was a fight. When he uppercut in the bicep.
Yeah, that's a rings guy. Rings though, essentially.
Yeah, I think he was the
You hear a funny story? I talked to Bob when he first came. He was training with Josh Barnett.
Yeah.
So we had shabu shabu together, and we're talking about it. And then I got to know him well. And the last time I saw him, he came up to me and he told me, "Man," I said, I looked at him and joked around. I said, "But you must be plenty girls, huh?" I said, "I get plenty girls, but none of them will fuck." Yeah, because he said that they're afraid of what he has down there.
Scared of the monster.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like the little bit of Japanese girl?
No, I can't even imagine that.
You can imagine the hits on Pornhub.
Yeah, he's doing good though in Thailand. He's doing really good in Thailand.
He loves it out there.
Yeah, it's cool.
He said like because of the cost of living.
Yeah, it's so cheap.
So
out
cheap.
there.
That's what I was thinking about. I always wanted to move here for years. Ever since like the first couple times, I always wanted to move here, but I was like, it's so expensive. And I can't have my cars, because I like cars and stuff like that. But I was like, Thailand is really cheap. Vietnam, Colombia. I was thinking about those people. As soon as my daughter go to college, I just want to get out of there. So
Colombia.
Colombia is good, but it's dangerous. But Japan is real safe.
No, that's the thing about Japan. It's safe. It's a safe place.
Yeah.
Especially the way the
You'd have a lot of
roads
friends
going
here as well,
nowadays.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of fans. Yeah,
Fans, friends.
and I'm here.
It'd be good to hang out with you guys all the time.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fuck you, man.
You would have to go back to English.
You come back to the UK.
Yeah, you showed me the ropes.
Yeah. He just asked me about a situation that happened to me. I was in my car, and then a big truck driver just like laid on his horn on me. And then I was like, I purposely said, "Fuck this guy, I'm gonna wait and take longer." So I waited, and then I looked in the mirror, and he was screaming out of his truck at me. I said, "Motherfucker!" So I went out with my camera, and as soon as I went out, he started apologizing to me. That was funny. He asked me about that.
I got a story kind of like that. What's his name? The Brazilian guy he's fighting back in the day, King of the Streets.
Marcos Ruas.
Marco Ruas.
Yeah.
Sorry, Marco Ruas. I get punched by your name. Like, in Orange County, I fucked up. I was doing something stupid and stuff like that, and I cut him off or something like that, and he blew his horn at me, and then I was looking at him, and he was, and then when I saw him, he was doing the same look I am, like, don't you know who I am? I will fuck you up. And soon we both look at each other like we're mean. We just bust out laughing.
Oh shit!
So every time me and Marco Ruas, every time we see each other, we just bust out laughing.
That's funny,
It was gonna be the biggest road rage ever.
That was just by chance.
Just by chance. You know how you
so crazy.
You know how you give somebody a dirty look because like you're fucking up driving and stuff. I think it was my fault.
You guys looked over and you saw each other.
We saw each other and we just bust out. We both just bust out laughing.
That's so good.
Marco Ruas. Oh man.
That's so funny, man.
Yeah, legend.
Whew, this is nice. I like this nip in the air.
You like it?
Yeah, I kind of like it, man. Not too long. If we gotta walk,
Shit, I couldn't do it.
You don't see his feet.
I know, I saw. But you know, it wouldn't bother me. My feet wouldn't be cold like that. That wouldn't bother me. But my top, I can wear shorts, but I gotta wear something on top.
You know what? You don't have hair too, man. The fucking head gets cold, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what time's your flight tomorrow?
My flight's at 9 p.m.
9 p.m. Oh, good. You got a night flight. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
You can take your time. I hate the morning flights, man.
I hate that.
You gotta get up in the
Russian
morning. You gotta.
Yeah.
I hate that.
Yeah, I only got 2 more days there.
You got 2 more days?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta tell you, I've always been jealous of you because you live here.
Oh, I love it, man.
I know, man.
I would be jealous too.
Yeah. Everybody loves you here, and your fighting spirit. Like you ready die than lose.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you know, like all the fighters from my generation, we all look up to him.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, we all do. I don't know.
The fighters now, they don't know who I am.
No, they don't know because you know
Trying
what?
to educate them. Right?
No, because you know what? I'm gonna tell you why. Because the fighters nowadays are like most of the UFC fighters. They're the new UFC fans.
Yeah.
Like we wasn't really fans. We were fighters.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
true.
So they don't know about the old
We
school.
weren't being paid shit. Too.
Yeah.
We got paid jack.
You guys came into fighting for different reasons, right?
Right.
Yeah, we were fighters. Yeah,
We were
martial
fighters.
artists.
Yeah, we were martial artists. We wanted to like showcase our skills and see
Test ourselves, challenge ourselves.
Yeah.
The UFC wasn't a brand. It was like it was a reason to fight, not a
Well,
brand.
it's just changed to sport and then entertainment now.
Yeah.
Right. The new fighters now, I say, they want to be famous with dudes. Because in America, that's all who's going to recognize you.
Yeah.
Is dude, unless you like Conor McGregor. But most of the fans in America are dudes. So they just want to be famous. That's what I'm about. They're not like, they want to showcase their martial arts skills and stuff like that. Is there anything else you wanted to ask me? Because I know you like interviewing.
Should we talk about how much of a good job I've done today? I left the camera in the car.
Wait, okay, you left the camera in the car.
Yeah.
The tripod you thought didn't fit, and then you realized this is actually a tripod.
The first thing he did was when I opened the door, the camera fell out.
Yeah. Camera dropped as well.
He bought a Alexander Otsuka shirt. That was another thing.
I'm kind of proud of that one.
The diet butcher.
The diet butcher, yeah. But the good thing you did is you got a random doll.
Yes.
Look, she just, soon you said the diet butcher, she looked at me.
I disappointed.
Looked at me, shit.
Soon as I said, Alexander Otsuka.
Bumps up.
He's doing the smile.
Arigato. Are you married? I need a sugar mama.
Are you rich?
Coco Junior ski this, man.
Oh, ski there, ski there.
Hey, let me get your phone number.
I feel like I've interrupted.
You're in the way, man.
Let me get your phone number.
You're walking faster.
She running
faster and faster.
Hey, she just said no. I like.
She said yes.
Yeah. I like older Asian women. They can
More
get
experience.
They can get the D too. They can get it too. You think I scared her though?
Yeah, she's kind of cool about it.
Pretty liberal,
Because you know some of the Japanese girls are like, ah.
Yeah, they be like
Yeah,
this.
that was real different,
Yeah,
man.
she's
As soon as I said died butcher, she looked right at him. You know, that's his name. That's his.
And then I said Bob Sapp, she started laughing. She's like, no, he's not Bob
Is he still pro wrestling, nigga?
No, he's not even around here now. He did. Wow, man. When he first came in, he took off, man.
Yeah. Dude.
Just commercials, talent shows. He was everywhere, Bob Sapp.
yeah.
No, not Bob Sapp. Alexander.
Oh, I don't think he's doing pro wrestling
No, I don't
anymore.
think he's pro wrestling.
Hey, I'm telling you, that's why the referees and stuff at Brian didn't like me, you know, because I beat the shit out of Alexander.
You did.
Did you see that fight?
I saw that
Bro,
fight, yeah.
because when I fought Sakuraba, like, it was a short nose fight, and
Yeah,
I
you
gassed
got-
out right at the tip.
Didn't
Right
it
at
make you force you to drop weight too?
Yeah, they forced me to drop a lot of weight because it was probably didn't even have weight classes back then.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we did it. Yeah.
Yeah, they forced
right.
me. They fucked with me the whole time, bro.
But they made you drop weight.
They made me cut. They gave me 3 hours to lose 30 pounds.
That's right. It was unlimited weight class. Everything.
They gave me 3 hours to lose 30 pounds. I lost 27 pounds, and I had the guys carry me in there. Look at this guy.
もうギニです。コメディ好きですか？知ってる？知ってる？ランページじゃなくて元プライド選手。
すごい。
そうそう
じゃあいいことありそう。
いや、いいこと。いや、違う。
Not skid ass. Instagram ありますか？Instagram.
インスタ。
ありますあります。
Alright.
Oh, you're going to follow her? You didn't even follow me.
Fuck you. You don't look nothing like her.
He said follow you. Hey, you're a dude, man. Shut up.
多分何撮ってるんですか？
あ、私 YouTube。
あ、YouTube？映るんですか？
Because 本当に可愛い so YouTube.
やば。
彼めっちゃ有名。知らない。
How you doing the
ランページあれこれだけしかない。
おお。あれってタフだったよ。
はじめまして。
何してる人ですか？
格闘技。
お、
格闘技選手。
じゃあ写真撮りましょう。
Just to take a picture with you.
Okay.
Perfect. He's not cold anymore, huh?
Yeah, I know. Ask her why she don't post no pictures of her beautiful face.
なんで写真綺麗からなんで写真撮ってない？
いや、ちょっとまだやってなくてちゃんと。
She don't use it.
いや。
これでちょっと可愛くお願いします。
2回何？横？縦？縦で。
漏れてますか？
持った。
お、すげえ。
かわいい。
Oh,
I mean, you'll get much better ending than that, right?
Oh well, you know, listen.
Striking out.
Hey, I'm telling you. That's why I love Japan because the girls are like sometimes you can meet a new friend, you know.
You never know. You're building the groundwork. You just start with the Instagram.
That is a new friend.
I like your style. That you show the Instagram and they go, "Oh, the followers." Oh.
But she don't got no posts.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Yeah, because that means that's her like that's her throwaway page.
Yeah, how come she doesn't have?
Ghost
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. That's her page that she get the
She
people
had no
that she don't.
posts. She had zero posts.
Zero posts. That's a page that she get the people that she don't, you know what I'm
I
saying?
never thought of that.
Yeah.
Never thought of that.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
There's no way she doesn't have a
Yes.
Instagram.
Especially in her work, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Especially how young she is. All of them got this. But you know, some young people don't really do Instagram. Like my kids, I follow all of them.
TikTok now, huh?
Yeah, TikTok.
It's on TikTok now. I don't do TikTok. I'm too old for that.
But if you doing these podcasts and stuff like that, you should get a TikTok for that because a lot of people.
I have a TikTok. I don't do it. I gotta start.
Just put your podcast stuff on there. You don't got to do dances and
And
shit.
tag the link on it and shit.
Yeah. Let's do that because I scroll it and I see a lot of people like the best clips on the podcast, and then you can tell them where to go to watch the rest.
I see.
You see, that's all it for you. So you don't got to do the dances and
I
stuff.
fuck that, man.
Yeah.
No, we'll do that.
Yeah. Make sure you do that.
Okay, we're here. All right. So
Rampage.
always nice seeing you, man.
Man.
Of course, we're going to drive you back.
It's a pleasure.
Awesome.
All right, everybody. It was an awesome dinner. Always a good time with Rampage. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Right on.